Hope you're doing well. So I'm going to start the vocabulary class now. Seems like you're the only student in the class right now. That's okay though. So before I begin, my voice is clear and you can see the screen presented to you well. If there's any issues with the audio from my end, please let me know. Okay, great. That's good. Right, so I'll get the class started now. Again, here's the offensive language warning. Yeah, none of you guys use offensive language, so that's good. Yeah, so here's the first word. Could you read out the word, the definition, and the sentence, please?
Endemic, adjective, indigenous to a certain place, religion, or group has in characteristics, species, or disease, something that describes and is confined to a particular area. In contrast, pandemic means existing in a world in a wide area, such as in many countries. Puns of that type were endemic to only a specific region, one that was clearly identifiable by what was called the tree line.
Great. Thank you, Yutang. Well done. So yeah, endemic, it's just an adjective that describes something that is native or originates in a particular from a particular area. For example, we could say that kangaroos are endemic to Australia, or we could use the word endemic to refer to something that regularly occurs within an area, region, or community. We reserve that definition for when we're talking about like viruses or diseases, for example. Yeah, two definitions for endemic. You could just follow the definitions that are listed here to help you better. And yeah, I'll give you 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes to write a three-sentence paragraph. And yeah, again, if you have any questions or concerns with what has been presented to you, you can always ask me via direct message. And yeah, if there's no problems, then you can get started now. Hey, 3 minutes is up, everyone. If you're finished or finishing up your paragraphs, please post them in the chat now. Awesome. Thank you, Yutang. Whoops. I know you came a little bit late, Eric. So if you finish up your paragraph while I'm going through Yutang's paragraph, then feel free to post it in the chat and then I'll look over yours too. Just gonna make this a little larger. Great. I think this is legible for everyone. Awesome. Thank you, Yutang. So you wrote the unique plant species found in in that region is endemic, thriving only in its specific habitat and nowhere else in the world. This characteristic makes it particularly vulnerable to environmental changes. Conservation efforts are crucial to protect this plant and its ecosystem from potential threats. Yeah, amazing job, Yutang. Great use of the word, and the sentences that follow your use of the word, they all make sense in context of what you said in the first sentence. Your sentences are once again very descriptive. I like the way you write. Seems like you're summarizing things very well. I'm not seeing any punctuation, grammar, spelling errors. Yeah, I can't find anything I need to correct. Great job, you Tank. And Eric, do you happen to almost be finished with your paragraph? Yeah, if you aren't almost finished, then I'm going to move on to the next word. Right. Not seeing an answer, so I'm going to move on to the next word. Okay, here it is. This time I'd like Eric to read out this word and the definition and example sentence, please.
En masse as a body of group together, a French term that translates loosely as in the time of crowd. Definitely try
That
this
says in the form of a crowd.
in form of crowd. Definitely try this one in the next conversation or paper, and then see the reaction. They they will be positive en masse. Teenage girls seem to group en masse, almost almost always in a group.
All right, great. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, great reading. Try to read carefully because I noticed that you said in the time of a crowd, not in the form of a crowd. Make sure you look at the words carefully as you're reading them. And yeah, en masse, it's an adverb that refers to in a being in a group or being all together. A little bit of a tricky word to use, but I'll still give you 3 minutes to write a three-sentence paragraph involving the use of this word. And yeah, again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and you can all go ahead and get started now. Okay, everyone, time's up. If you're finished with your paragraphs, please submit them in the chat. Okay, thank you, Yutang. Okay, wonderful. So I'm going to go through Yutang's paragraph now. Sorry. Many volunteers came together en masse to clean up the local park. They collected trash, pointed new trees, and painted park benches. Their collective efforts made a significant difference in restoring the park's natural beauty. Yeah, awesome job, Yutang. Good use of the word en masse to describe this situation. Uh, your sentences afterward are great, and they relate to the initial point that you made in the first sentence. Yeah, much like the first paragraph you wrote, I'm not seeing anything I need to heavily edit or edit at all. Yeah, great work, Yutang. Well done. And yeah, I'll go over Eric's submission now. Okay, so thank you, Eric. You wrote, a lot of the school is en masse and they always go out. I feel like it is a good way to socialize. Okay, not a bad effort, Eric. I'm kind of confused on what you're trying to say with with your sentences, though. Could you try to explain what you're trying to communicate? Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Uh, so the way you used en masse, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Uh, it doesn't make a lot of sense to use en masse like this. So we could move en masse somewhere else and add some more words into the sentences you wrote to make what you wrote make more sense. So I'll just get rid of this. So I think you want to communicate that a lot of the school goes out for recess. At least that's what I think you're trying to communicate. So, oops. Okay, so I'll say a lot of the school enjoys recess. And so I'll also add at the beginning students at the school. A lot of students at the school, we're being very specific here. A lot of the students at the school enjoys recess. And when it is time, they always go out oops, on mass. Uh, I don't know what happened there, sorry. I feel like so I'm going to add one more thing over here. And when it is time for that, feel like, and then I'll add over here this period of time. is a good way to socialize. I feel like this period of time is a good way to socialize. So I'm also going to change this here too. And instead write offers many ways to socialize. And yeah, again, I would have liked to see three sentences, but two sentences, if that's all you can come up with, it's okay too. But I would like to see three sentences. And yeah, had to make a couple of larger scale edits because the way you used en masse, it didn't make a whole lot of sense. But yeah, it was a good effort, Eric. I do understand that using this word along with adverbs in general, they can be quite tricky. But yeah, now you know for next time how you can use it. You might want to review how you could use en masse and other types of adverbs when class is done. Yeah, just a little bit of feedback for you. Okay. Yutang, could you read out this word along with the definition and sentence, please?
Enigma, something as someone or something that is not easily explained, which is that which is puzzling, perplexing, and inexplicable or ambitious. Enigmas, dilemmas,
Dilemmas.
mysteries, conundrums, all situations that are difficult to explain itself. The Mona Lisa's smile is probably the most popular enigma in the world of art.
Right. Thank you, Yutang. So yeah, an enigma is a noun that's referring to a thing or a person that is hard to understand or makes you think or feel puzzled. It's like saying that, for example, in this sentence, the Mona Lisa smile is probably the most popular enigma in the world of art. We're saying that the smile in that painting isn't something that is easily understood. It's not something that a lot of people understand the significance of because nobody really understands the reason why she has such a bold smile. Yeah, that's what that sentence is referring to when using the word enigma. Yeah, I think this is a simpler word compared to the last one you were presented. But again, I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes to write a three-sentence paragraph with this word, and you can all get started. And again, if you have any questions about how to use the word or the type of word that is presented to you, then please feel free to ask. Hey everyone, time's up. If you're finished, oh, okay. If you're finished your paragraphs, please submit them in the chat. Thank you, Yutang, for the very timely paragraph submission. Okay, this screen is visible to everyone. Thank you, Yutang. So you wrote, the ancient artifact was an enigma. Hold on. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Eric. I'll paste your submission onto the slide once I'm done with Yutang's paragraph. So I'll start over. The ancient artifact was an enigma, leaving archaeologists puzzled about its origin and purpose for decades. Its intricate designs and unusual materials sparked countless theories, but no one could reach a definitive conclusion. As researchers continued to study it, the mystery only deepened, captivating the imaginations of many. Yeah, well done, Yu Tang. Great writing, great grammar, great sentence structure and storytelling and descriptiveness. Yeah, I don't think I need to fix anything here either. Well done, Yu Tang. I'll go over Eric's submission now. Thank you, Eric. Okay, so awesome job. So you wrote, when John went missing, it was enigma since he just disappeared out of nowhere. Now police is trying to reunite him back with his family since they really miss him. Yeah, great job, Eric. Well done. Use the word enigma very well. You're telling a very coherent story and providing reasoning for why John's disappearance was significant. Yeah, very good job, Eric. There are a couple of grammar and punctuation errors that I'd like to fix. So first of all, a comma isn't necessary here. Sorry, give me a second. You don't need a comma over here. You're not introducing a new idea or listing off anything with this comma. You're not following up with anything either. It doesn't really make sense to use a comma here. So if there was a comma there, it would read when John went missing. Instead, we could read it now as when John went missing. That reads a whole lot better and smoother. So yeah, a comma isn't necessary here when you're it's not necessary here. And over here, you need to add n. See, just disappeared out of nowhere. There shouldn't be a space between no and where when you're writing out this word. And over here, you need to add the. Now the police. And since police is plural, I'm going to change the is to are. Now the police are trying to reunite him back with his family since they really miss him. And yeah, those are the only things I would fix. Again, well done, Eric. A very co your the storytelling here is coherent, but you just need to improve on your grammar. You use the word very well, though. Yeah. Okay, so now, Eric, I'd like you to read out this word, the definition, and the sentence, please.
Enshrine, to protect and preserve from change, to cherish as through sacred. The most significant honor of an athlete can receive is to be enshrined in a sports hall of fame.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Eric. Well done. So yeah, enshrine, it's just a verb to describe the action of protecting something or preventing something from change or modification. So yeah, I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes to write out a 3 sentence paragraph using this word, and you can all get started. Okay, everyone, time's up. Please submit your paragraphs now if you're finished. Mm. All right, thank you, Yutang. Thank you, Eric. Splendid. Thank you, everyone. So, Yutang wrote, the museum decided to enshrine the ancient artifact in a special exhibit. This decision aimed to ensure its preservation for future generations. Visitors would have the opportunity to appreciate its historical significance and the mystery that surrounded it. Yeah, wonderful use of the word enshrine and and yeah, very good paragraph describing the situation at hand with the enshrining of the artifact. Yeah, I really like your descriptive writing, Yu-Tang. Well done. No punctuation, grammar, or spelling errors that I can notice. Yeah, and I don't need to improve any concision here either. This is very concise. Well done, Yu-Tang. Awesome job. All right, I'm going to go over Eric's paragraph now. When Jamie's grandma died, Jamie wanted to enshrine his grand's ashes in a urn so they can hold a special memory of her. Yeah, good effort, Eric. This is a good sentence. Again, I would have liked to see you write at least 3 sentences, even 2, if your sentences are descriptive or long enough. Yeah, good use of the word enshrine. There are a couple of grammar and potential spelling errors that I would like to fix. Use the word enshrine wonderfully. So, regarding some grammar and concision, we already brought up Jamie and his grandmother. So we don't need to, I think you could write Jamie again, but it would be seen as pretty repetitive and reduces some concision with your writing. So instead of writing out Jamie all over again, we could just write down he. When Jamie's grandma died, he wanted to enshrine instead of saying grandma's ashes, if you wanted to say that, then you forgot to add the word ma over here. But since we already mentioned Jamie's grandma, we don't have to say his grandma's. Instead, we could just replace that with simply her ashes. When Jamie's grandma died, he wanted to enshrine her ashes in an urn. Use N since the noun that you're referring to starts with a vowel. If it starts with a vowel, A, E, I, O, or U, then you write down N instead of A. So they can hold a special memory of her. And because we have a little bit of time, I'm going to show you how you could add another sentence here. So this would provide a long lasting, provide not a long lasting, provide a physical memory and tribute of her physical. Instead of saying memory to avoid repetition, I'm going to write down reminder of her accomplishments, her love, and pres presence in the family. Again, just an example of how you could expand on your paragraph to incorporate more sentences. But yeah, not a bad job, Eric. You didn't add two before enshrine in a sentence. Oh, good catch, you Tang. Good catch. I didn't must have gone by too quickly. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, you forgot to include the word to over here as well. Yeah, don't feel bad about it. You did a good job with the way you use enshrine, but you just have to modify some of your grammar and the way you use some words. And yeah, this marks the end of the class. You all did a wonderful job. Yeah, great work, everyone. And Don't forget to try to practice and work on your English writing skills. Maybe do some practice in your spare time if you feel like you need to, or if you feel like you can improve more. And with that said, this class is over now. Great job, everyone, once again. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. See you next week.